So the Utah Jazz has not been on the roll recently. They are still the best record in the NBA, but when you think about how they went on that huge win streak and now they're just coming back down to earth, basically. First off, I just want to start by saying they lost their last 3 out of 4, with those 4 games being against the Pelicans, 76ers, and then one against Houston, but it's not that hard to beat Houston at the moment. And the other loss was Golden State. Again, they are struggling as of recent, and I don't know what's going on with this team. And people are talking about questions. Was this a fluke? Was that big win streak a fluke? Is them being the best team in the NBA? Is that gonna come back down to earth? Because everybody was having a conversation about when this team was shooting a lights out from three. I don't know, because earlier in the win streak, when it was happening, I was like, oh, it should slow down soon. But then it kept on going, and I'm like, is this team actually the real deal? But then now they're kind of coming back down to earth with losses. And if I had to make a prediction, I don't know how they're going to finish off. Are they still going to be the first seed in the West? In my opinion, probably not. I feel like the Lakers are going to retake their spot in the first. Hey, maybe even Phoenix. They're right behind them. Maybe the Clippers. But it's kind of hard to just think about the place of this team, because yes, they have Donovan Mitchell, they have Rudy Gobert, and they also have other good supporting pieces like Bogdanovich, Jordan Clarkson, Mike Conley, who made his first All-Star team this year. This team is good, but we can definitely have conversations about the postseason with certain teams. Like, there is, of course, certain teams in the league that struggle in the postseason compared to the regular season. Teams like, the first thing that comes to mind is the Bucks. It hurts to say that, but the Bucks, the Jazz, that's an example. The Nuggets on certain occasions, the Blazers maybe. But for a second, it was looking like this team could be in a real contention for the championship, and maybe that's still the case. Maybe they're just struggling, but they do have good pieces, and they also just signed Ersan Ilyasova, who should definitely be able to help out with the shooting, of course. But I don't know. With the trade deadline coming up, do I see this team making any moves? Is it weird? I think Aaron Gordon would be a perfect fit for this team. But if we had to talk about what would this team give up, that's where the problem comes in. Anyways, I don't see this team actually making a move, but if they did, it would probably be really small. But if the Jazz were fine with this team and say, hey, this is just a slump, we should be able to bounce over this one, I don't blame them for doing that. But the main topic in this video I want to talk about is, do you guys think this Jazz team will be able to translate into the postseason and have postseason success, potentially aim for the championship, aim for the finals, beat teams like the Lakers maybe? Because I believe they beat teams like the Lakers already in the regular season, and the Clippers, I think they beat, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, those are real questions to ask about this team. And maybe even East teams, can they, let's say they made it to the finals, can they beat teams like the Nets? Can they beat teams like the Bucks, the Sixers maybe? I don't know. You can definitely ask questions about Utah giving Rudy Gobert that contract they did. And this team, if they're going to be successful, I feel like trades has to come. I feel like there can be a little bit more defense on this team. And Jordan Clarkson, I just want to talk about Jordan Clarkson for a second. Jordan Clarkson was an amazing steal for this team. I believe they gave up Dante Exum and a pick, I believe. And that was amazing to get from Cleveland. I didn't imagine Jordan Clarkson having this much of an important role on any team. I know he was a good player, but he has definitely progressed from his days on the Lakers to now. He's averaging 17.9 points off the bench. It is amazing. He should definitely be in the Sixth Man of the Year conversations, or he should definitely be the Sixth Man of the Year. You can definitely argue that. But this team has a lot of amazing pieces around them. Donovan Mitchell, everybody I said before it, even Derek Favors. But I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this little slump they're in. Maybe they can bounce back from it right after I upload this video. That would be kind of stupid. But yeah, again, this is a very interesting team that has a lot of promise, especially for the future, because they are still young, especially their star player in Donovan Mitchell. But if you want to compare it to other teams, or if you just want to look at this slump they're in right now, can they really beat championship contenders? That is a real question to ask, because like I said before, there's teams like in their own conference, there's teams like the Lakers, Clippers, Nuggets, maybe Portland, maybe the Suns. Hey, even the Mavericks, if they can bounce back. There is real questions to be asked here, and they just need to figure it out, because what they're doing right now, if this continues, it's not going to work out well for them. And again, yes, they did go on this huge win streak. I believe at one point it was like they won 18 out of the last 19 games, but then now they lost 3 out of the 4 games, and that's not really good to look back on. But if I had to make a prediction, I think this team will bounce back from how they are right now. But if you want to ask me, do I think they can go back into those championship contenders categories? That's where I start to struggle to answer, because Rudy Gobert, Donovan Mitchell, those are 2 amazing players to lead your team. But it's just like, is it good enough to be better than the other teams in your conference, or even in the other conference? Those are real questions to ask. But I really want to hear your guys' opinions on this team, because if you want to talk about potential flukes that could come in the playoffs compared to the regular season, the Jazz are one team you can especially talk about, especially, without a question. But like I said before, leave a comment and let me know what you guys think. But that will be the end of today's video, and I would like to thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.